Hi, my name is Evan Randall, and I'm from the East Valley campus. So when I was younger, I had a dad who was an alcoholic. I grew up seeing all the wrong things to do. I saw all the wrong things to do and never really saw what I should be doing. So I started getting older and I started smoking weed and I started doing drugs, drinking. Just treated my family horribly. Just treated everybody around me horribly. Like nobody really wanted to be around me. My sister decided to get me a Bible, and then at the time I thought it was just a stupid idea, and I didn't want to really care for the idea. After this, I started getting really paranoid, had a lot of anxiety, so I isolated myself from everybody around me. I couldn't even really see my mom, couldn't go to her house. One day I just decided why not open the Bible? My sister's over here, she's living through the faith, and she's showing true happiness. So I wanted to see what it was all about, see if it could help me, because it was kind of like a last resort thing. So I just opened up the Bible, started reading. My sister talked me through what parts to read at first and what can really help me out. One weekend, my sister invited me to come out to church, come over in Mesa, and just really see what church was about and really see what was going on. And the first message I saw, it just spoke right to me. It felt like he was looking at me and talking to me specifically. The message of Jesus that started to change my life is that you're not going to be perfect. Everything's not just going to be rainbows and sunshine. It's going to be tough, and he can forgive you for your past. And it just the fact that I don't have to be perfect and I don't have to feel bad for the things that I did before is the biggest thing that just helped me open up and become the person I am today. I came back another weekend, and then a weekend after that, I decided to get baptized. It's kind of just a cry out for help. It was a last resort thing. I thought there's nothing I can really do. If this is what it takes, then that's what I'm gonna do. So then I decided to get baptized. When I got baptized, I was expecting to just feel an immediate relief and just feel it's all over. I was gonna be okay from that point on, and everything was just gonna be amazing. But that didn't really happen. It kind of was a slow process with everything, and just finally getting to high school group really helped me out, because it helps me talk to guys that are my age and just really open up to them, because I feel that was the biggest part, is just being able to speak to someone, being able to talk to someone about my story and about what's happened in my life. That really helped me the most. For a birthday present, my guardian decided to get me a gift to go to church camp, and at the time I wasn't really cool with going outside of my house or their house. I decided that it might be a good thing for me, because I started going closer to the dudes in my group and I felt more comfortable about it. At church camp, I was open up to the guys, they were opening up to me, and it really showed me what God was about, and just having a relationship with them instead of just it being a religion. Going to camp, my group, they were just really when we got there, they were really encouraging with me. They made sure that I felt welcomed and just felt I truly belonged there. They had the doors up at camp, and at this time I truly felt it was God speaking to me, and I finally felt the Holy Spirit. It felt that was my time to really come to God. When all the doors were up, just seeing my entire group come together and worship together, I felt the Holy Spirit for the first time. I was looking at situations and I saw that they weren't coincidence. Being in that room with 4,000 kids, you could just feel a warm fuzzy feeling inside. You could just tell that it was different. You could tell that it was real. And I walked through the door that night, and after that I came back, and a week later my student's pastor asked me to go to junior high camp with him. And I was yeah, my sister's going, that seems like a great idea to get jumped in and get serving, and just my next step in my faith. So then I went to junior high camp, and then I kind of grew close to a lot of the kids, and there was one specific kid that I grew close to. And when we came back, he asked me to baptize him, which was an honor for me. That was top moments. And so when I got back, I baptized him, and I just kept moving forward, kept being consistent with church and being consistent with everything in my life, just praying, reading the Bible. I got just really on fire for Jesus, and I know that after camp it can kind of start to burn out, but it didn't. It just kept going. Coming back from camp, I didn't really want to go back to the distractions and back to the environment that I was in. I knew that if I went back there, I'd just slip into my old ways and I'd just go back to doing the same things that I was doing, and I wouldn't live for Christ. So I decided that it would be a good idea to come out here to Mesa and just go to school out here. It would be a better opportunity for me to have a community around me that can just support me and push me in the right direction instead of going back to doing the drugs and just hanging out with the wrong crowd. When I was going into camp, I wasn't expecting too much to come from it. I was kind of just expecting it to be like any other thing that I would do, like anything like a sports camp or something like that. I wasn't expecting it to be anything much. When I got there, I realized that it wasn't going to be the same. Like just the energy, just like having the dudes around you and like everybody is there for one reason and one reason only. It kind of just like changed the atmosphere, like being in that stadium, worshiping with everybody, like you could feel God moving through that room. And even to the kids that were just forced to be there, like I started to see all the kids in my group open up, even the ones that didn't really want to be there. We were all just opening up to each other, and it just shows that like how God truly works there. To someone that's questioning camp, I would just say come and see what it's like. Come and see what I'm talking about. Come and see what I'm feeling, because it's just, you can just feel it. It's just in the air when you get there.